Hi, and welcome to Wheelnerds. I'm Todd.
And I'm Chuck. Did you forget?
I forgot. We're going to be talking about motorcycles.
You're bad at this.
I'm so bad at this.
It hasn't been, it's only been, we skipped a week.
I know, but I don't know.
You're so bad at this.
Did we cover the part where I'm bad at this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, just so we're all on the same page. Hi, how you doing? How are you?
I've been better.
Yeah, you got the broken wing there.
Yeah.
You're not doing any riding unless it's in my sidecar.
I am not riding.
I mean, it could be worse, but
yeah, it could be. I mean, it's healing up okay.
Yeah, and you'll still be able to use it for things.
Yeah.
Things.
Gary says the difference between ale and beer is price.
Yeah, well, you get what you pay for. Ooh, you okay?
Yeah, see, check it out.
Oh, yeah. It's a scary Frankenstein scar. Oh,
yeah,
damn.
It's in the shape, no one can see this. It's in the shape of an L.
I will now icky dance.
And so I'm going to get a tattoo here that says R.
That would be sort of funny.
I kind of have to. It's a big L.
So speaking of tattoos, we went for our anniversary. My wife and I had the day of going to places you don't take kids.
Like a tattoo shop?
Yes, notably.
Did you get a tattoo?
No,
Did you guys do a couple's tattoo?
We're thinking about it. With the kids' names on it and stuff that match. I know, right? There's not many things you can be sure of on a tattoo. Kids' names are pretty safe. You're pretty much stuck with them until the day you die. They're going to be your kids for a long time.
Yeah.
Even if they're teenagers and they don't want it.
To their shame.
Much to their detriment. But yeah, so I wanted something like small and simple, and she's got this big idea in mind, and we talked to a few different artists, and we finally found the one we really liked, but he's like one of the big names in town, and so we're like scheduled for like next year with him.
Oh, yeah.
It's yeah, but
Which shop are you going to?
It's called Prohibition Inc. They're awesome. They're super nice.
Checked out 27?
No, don't know that one.
They're the ones who's done all mine.
Okay. Yeah, we I meant to call you and ask you, but yeah, they we went there and fell in love with them. Both of the people working there were way rad. There's a young guy and an old guy. The old guy's the one who's doing hers because it's sprawling. It's going to be her whole back and one shoulder and shit. Ow. She's going big for the first tattoo.
That's gonna.
I'm going for something relatively small, staying away from bone, because if there's anything having a giant fucking back tattoo helps you learn. You're like, I'm going to put the next one in a fleshy place. Nice and squishy.
Your back is across the upper, right?
Yeah, it's across the whole upper back. Yeah. So it's
I found lower to be more painful.
Oh yeah, well there's more spine there. Yeah.
Well, not even on the spine, just
really?
to the sides of the spine.
Oh really? Wow.
In the softy parts.
Oh wow.
There was much pain to be had there.
Wow. Yeah, for me it was the first part. The line work was fine, but then that fucking shading needle comes out.
Yeah.
And it starts getting closer and closer to the bone, and the bone starts to vibrate in time with the shading needle, and you're like, I hate everything. And in fairness, the tattoo artist I went to, which was Sean Kahn, Grinder Tattoo, I don't even know if he's still working or he's alive or who knows. It was 20 years ago in Rochester. But he had a box of comic books, which if you're going to get a tattoo, you could not ask for a better thing for a back tattoo, because you lay over the chair and you got this big fucking box of comic books in front of you.
Okay.
The best arrangement possible.
Oh, yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Whatever gets you through it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that was 4.5 hours in the chair, front to back.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think my shoulders took 8 hours apiece, and that's the longest I've done in a chair. And I'm not ever doing that again.
Straight shot in the chair?
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
I'm never ever doing that again.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. Four and change. I was starting to bleed a little. He's like, all right, it's a good thing we're finished, because we're about done here.
My back I did in like 90-minute segments.
90-minute icky dance segments.
Yeah. I'm like, it was pretty much like that.
It's all right. I think it's okay to make little like squealy wussy noises in a tattoo thing. I mean, they are literally putting ink under your skin with a freaking needle.
Yeah.
That's not one of those things that's calculated not to hurt a little bit.
Men don't cry.
They fucking cry. Nobody on the audio can see me making cry things, but all the people watching the live video, they're like, that was cool.
Cry thingies.
Cry thingies. Yeah. All right. So
Sarah said, really?
Sarah said, what the heck, really?
What the heck?
No, that's how you know I'm lying, because Sarah wouldn't say what the heck.
We're going for the family audience now? We're a family show?
Yeah, we're a No. Wheelnerds is not for kids. Not at all for kids. Holy shit, no. Fuck. shit, no, not for kids. So let me tell you about.
But you put what the heck in the Sarah's
Let
mouth.
me tell you about the new amazing fucking side business I have ready to go. So there I am at the range. I'm teaching an experience course.
Okay.
And my students haven't quite shown up yet. Around the corner comes this like old beat to shit cruiser with an old guy in a backwards baseball hat on it, with a lady behind him on it with a helmet that doesn't fit her and is like cocked off to one side. And after talking with them a little bit, I'm pretty sure they were both like a couple beers in at this point.
Okay.
At 12:30. So the guy pulls up. He's like, "Hey, I have some questions." And I'm like, "All right," getting ready to thinking he's in my class or and I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be fucking great."
Is this the class?
Here it comes. Well, because I knew I had one person with a passenger, so I was like, "Okay, maybe it's him." Oh shit, his passenger's really fucking drunk.
It's cool, right?
She's waving back and forth, right? So he's like, a friend of mine said I could come here and I could pay $75 and you guys would give me a card that counts as my test. I'm like, well, yeah, because the basically you take a class like the one we're gonna do today. Are you in the class? And he's like, oh no. I'm like, okay, and I'm like, I stayed super professional too. That was the funniest part. Is Dan was standing next to me and he's watching me waiting to see what I'm going to do. And I was keeping it super professional. I'm like, oh, okay, let me get you one of our pamphlets. Run to the trailer, going, fuck. Get a pamphlet, run back, fuck. Here you go.
You don't like running.
Nope, I sure don't. So I give him the pamphlet and I'm like, see, this is a pamphlet you can see and you can give it to the class. And he goes oh yeah, and he hands it back to his wife and she can't grab it because she's drunk.
She just lets it fall to the ground.
So gets a hold of it and he's like, oh, okay. Well, could I just pay you and ride 5 minutes, show you I know how to ride?
5 minutes.
I'm thinking to myself, okay, if you're going to say I know how to ride in front of people, let me give everyone a tip. Don't say it in front of coaches. Because every smart ass response ever invented is springing into my head at this moment. Things like, really? Ride what? Or like that? Or when are you going to start? Or any number of other things that would get nasty phone calls.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just like, yeah, we have to sign you up for a class. It's real fun, and we'll work on the stuff you're not great at, and we'll improve the things that make the things that are good better, and just trying to finish up the conversation
I've got
and get him
$75.
I know, and he leaves, and I'm looking over at Dan, and Dan's like, "You handled that really well," and I'm like, "Holy fuck, what just happened?" And I realized after he left, I'm like, "Wait a goddamn second, this was the side business of side businesses."
Do the test.
$75, 5 minutes. Right? And Dan's like, yeah, but we'd have to split that in half. I'm like, good point. But $35 for 5 minutes, 35 times 20 is a lot of fucking money in 1 hour. I could crank them through, Chuck. Crazy Todd Sign Yo Card Incorporated.
You know your boss is watching, right?
Oh, fuck. Well, it's a good thing I didn't. Also, I didn't want that guy riding in anything on my range. I wouldn't give him a tricycle to ride on my range. Not in the state he was in. God. And with a backwards baseball
What
hat.
if you just sell the test for $75?
It could be a serious profit margin, but the trouble is you have no qualifier, right? At any point, I can tell people hey, you're fucking scary. Go home.
Well, yeah, you tell them, you're going to
come on back,
fail.
And we'll work on things like riding at all.
Fail.
And get you better.
Fail.
And BRC students in particular.
Fail.
You can send them back for the first day again, and most of the ones who come back for the first day do fucking great.
Sure.
But if they're having issues, you don't just throw them out in the test. You're like, go get them, Tiger.
Fail. No, the guy's like, I know how to ride. Here's my $75. Let me show you how it's done. It didn't 5 minutes.
He almost hit one of the cones, okay?
10 minutes.
There are 10 feet between the cones at the edge of the range, and he almost hit one.
I think there's a business here. Just do. It's like those emissions only places.
Oh, right? That are just they kind of wave the magic emission stick at your car, and they're like, it seems good.
Yeah. It's test only. It's a test only place.
And you do it in a sketchy old garage.
No, do it
at the corner of Robbing and Stabbing Boulevard.
Do it in a sketchy Harley parking lot.
Pull into this sketchy gas station. The doors go.
This ain't the Grand Theft Auto repaint
and you're like,
store.
And you're like, you ain't a cop, are you? You got to tell me if you're a cop, right?
What, you gonna make them take their dicks out? You gotta show me your dick to prove you're not a cop.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's so not a thing.
It's a thing.
Oh, man.
Famous last words, Sarah says. I got riding boots older than you, little lady. Well, that's because Sarah's 16.
And again, people say shit like that, and every single coach in the world has 50 comebacks that are just boiling to the front of their mind, and they're like, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
That makes me kind of wonder the kind of things Sarah has heard as a rider coach.
I shudder to think.
Because, she's tiny.
Yeah. Well, her and Paris.
She's snack size.
Paris comes through and she was just hanging out because she's dropping something off. She threw some cones with us and BS with us for a little bit. And one of the people's like, there's some girl on the range.
Dame's riding motorcycles.
I'm like, yep.
Who's that bride?
That's one of our coaches. Have a nice day.
She the one I give the $80 to? What do I have to show her to prove I'm not a cop?
That actually segues into one of my most amusing moments of the day, apart from the old guy with the baseball hat. Dan's got a new R1200 RT, which I rode in a couple of demos, and man, that thing is fucking big. Okay. Like, it looks fucking big, and you get on it, and it rides exactly like something that fucking big that you would expect to ride. That front end is heavy.
Okay.
But it's comfy.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
I know how the other half lives now. Couldn't find the hamburger dispenser, but there was a BC button, and Paris and I were trying to decide what BC meant. I think it's brew coffee.
Brew coffee. But it would be in German, right? It would have to be.
What's German for brew coffee?
Brew coffee!
Fuck it. We'll go with it. At any rate.
Bruh, cafe.
I get back from the demo, and Paris is like, nice, you've ridden one of those before? I'm like, nope. She's like, never rode an RT, no.
Julia's?
No, never did. Okay. Yeah. So she's like, I got to climb on that. So she climbs up it like it's a ladder. Sits on it. And she's like, yep, this won't work. Clambers back down the side. Crimp hold.
Put a quarter in.
But yes, the seeing the person sit on it, and she can hang her legs off the side, and they're like a solid 8 inches above the ground.
So still better than Claire.
Well, yeah, better than Claire, sure.
Who isn't better than Claire?
But yeah, so that was amusing. But RTs are very comfy, and they are fucking big.
Yes, and they wail like a bastard.
Mm-hmm.
I rode Julia's on a trip.
Oh yeah, you did it on a trip, right?
Borrowed it on a trip. Yeah, yep. That thing was nice. That was real nice.
You know what that makes me think of? That makes me think of something you should buy.
No shit.
Yeah. Well, because as I said, I got back. I was like, well, I'm 40 years old now, so it's actually legal for me to ride an RT, right? So
wait. Before we do that,
mm-hmm.
So you've heard about the long way up?
Oh yes, Charlie and Ewan are riding live wires.
Live wires.
Yeah.
They're just gonna Harley it all the way, and I guess electric cars too.
Yeah, they got electric cars following them.
Support.
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
I think it's neat.
I like it.
Now the interesting thing is, Fuel sent an email to the Fuel Flow buyers, and they're like, "Hey, we know we've been talking a lot about the fluid, and everybody's pitching in to put the fluids together because they got over $1 million.
Wait, which one's which? The fluid's the bike.
Fluid's the bike,
okay.
And the Flow is the motorcycle.
Fuck you. Oh, I'm sorry. Did that come out?
So they're like, yeah. So everybody's been pitching in to build the fluids, and everybody's working on the assembly line kind of thing. Hurry up and get it done.
Sure.
And they're like, but just so you know, we haven't forgotten you Flow folks. We had some special friends up to try out the Flow. You'll find out who.
Dun, dun.
I'm like, oh, you fucking bastards. Although apparently they're changing, they're like, so we tried it out, and they're changing the frame around because Eric's not pleased with how the frame is quite yet and all that. I'm like, awesome.
Oh yeah, the man.
That's cool. Yeah.
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 Just so everyone knows, Nicholas is really hot for dudes in air suits. I'm not sure what to do with that.
I have nothing.
That's in my brain.
Absolutely nothing.
That's in my brain now.
Now it's there.
Yeah.
Now you live with that now. Now you have to live with that for life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm kind of psyched to see how that goes.
Yeah.
Because the when you have the electric bike coming, I'm starting to be much more aware of electric stuff. Mm-hmm. Like when there's a charger, I'm like, oh, there's a charger. I know where a charging station is now.
Oh my god. My wife bought a hybrid.
Yeah.
And when she puts it in reverse,
mm-hmm.
It makes the most god awful noise. It's like,
Yeah, they add that, right?
Oh yeah. I'm like, oh, that's reverse.
Yeah, the electric. So they have that, and the electric cars actually have when the electric car comes up and it makes that weird like quasi Jetsons like. They have, I shit you not, a device inside the electric car that makes that noise at low speed.
Like a little whistle thing?
Yeah, it's a little whistle.
A little party whistle?
Yeah, it's one of those inside the electric car to make that noise because an electric car moving really slowly makes no sound.
Noise, yeah. I think it was a missed opportunity just to put in a beep thing. Like beep, beep.
Yeah, that's the weird part is that's what I would have put in it.
Right?
A beep thing.
That's what everyone knows what that means.
And if the fuel doesn't have one, you better fucking believe I'm installing one.
You can't reverse it.
Yes, you can. Maybe you can't. Do you know how easy it is to reverse an electric motor? It's literally harder to make it impossible to reverse.
Will that ruin your warranty?
No.
You sure?
It comes with it.
It doesn't come in reverse?
It's an electric bike. It has reverse inherently.
Really? Okay.
If you put the wires this way, it goes forward. And if you switch it goes backwards. That's how the motor works.
If you go switching the wires, won't that affect your
I'm not
warranty?
going to switch the wires. They have a system in it that will make it go backwards in creepy speed.
Okay.
It'll just creep backwards. I'm pretty sure it won't go backwards at full speed. That would be scary.
You're sure it goes backwards, though?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that anywhere.
Which is funny because the thing probably doesn't weigh anything. So I'm like, this is a sort of silly thing. I mean,
I had no idea it had reverse.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things that you basically get for free. So they were like, let's make sure we check as many like feature boxes as possible. I mean, like it wasn't enough that they're like, this is an electric motorcycle that goes from 0 to 60 0.1 seconds slower than a Bugatti Veyron.
Someone's going to get hurt.
Seems possible. There's already a part of me that's like, what could I do riding backwards? No, stop. Go away, Satan. Go away.
Yeah, I don't know. That just seems like a liability to me almost.
Yeah, I don't know.
Someone's going to do something stupid.
Okay, but that's you. Yeah. Now imagine for a moment you're Claire.
I can't get there.
Okay, imagine you're Sarah.
She would do something.
Yeah. She'd back out of parking spaces because she's short.
You're getting fired.
It could happen. All right. So speaking of things that you need in your life, where is it? Let me find the first thing you need in your life. You need one of these in your life. It's an RT, Chuck. Tell us about it.
It's a 2000 BMW R1100 RT for $8,000 with a Hannigan sidecar with hydraulic suspension, recently replaced hall sensor, new braided brake lines and new brake pads, Bravo adjustment and throttle body adjustment, and new battery. The sidecar alone is $8,500 new. It is.
No, it's not. It's totally not. But go on.
It is. It is 33,000 miles original. I would be interested to trade
interested.
I would be interested to trade for a Can-Am Spider or a Honda Goldwing with a sidecar. Nothing else. Also, the Honda must be fuel injected. I don't need any help selling.
Well, apart from
English,
the general agreement on the sidecar boards, by the way, is that this looks like a pretty smoking deal if it's in good running condition.
Yeah,
but it's totally not $85,000 new for a Hannigan. Like a fancy Hannigan,
like $4,000.
Yeah, well, so it's like $4,000 for the thing, and then you figured like a couple grand for the running gear. Like I've got about mine is pretty evenly split. Like it's about $2,000 a bike, $2,000 a shit in the middle, and $2,000 a sidecar. Yeah, like that's just it's what it costs. If I wanted to do a front end with like the cool leading link front end, another $2,000. Like that seems to be the amount for things. Hannigan new $4,500, something like that.
That looks
depending on
cool.
how schwanky it is. Oh yeah, it's fucking great. I bet.
I like it.
I think probably rides great. The RTs are great pushers because they're really torquey.
Yeah.
And their weight's really low.
Yeah.
So and then you've got the lean adjuster in it, which having spent a whole day on the Bandit, it's cool and it's fun. But man, there are times like if you're having to cruise between places, the trim adjuster would be really nice.
Okay.
The wind's blowing and your sidecar's a sail and you're like, oh God. So yeah, I think that'd be a good addition to your modern lifestyle.
That is pretty cool.
I know you want something faster.
I can't ride anything right now.
Well, not right now. Oh, okay. So what you're saying? Okay, let me just see if I can figure this one out.
Oh God.
So you need something with less steering effort, right?
What, like
something with some modified steering?
A slingshot?
No, nothing that bad. No, you need something with more modified steering, right?
All right.
Okay.
All right.
How about something from the 80s.
A bad picture?
A bad picture. A 2002
Oh, there we go.
Kawasaki Concourse with Terraplane sidecar. That's a Craig Vetter sidecar.
Uh-huh.
So you know it's aerodynamic.
Sweet.
21K leading link front end, piped and jetted, color match, well sorted, includes 2005 Concourse parts bike for spares. So you get 2 bikes and a sidecar
for the price of one.
And this is the most 80s looking thing you could possibly get.
Yeah, that's not me.
My dad would have pulled serious tail on this once upon a time.
Yeah, you're more into the 80s stuff than me.
Well, normally the Terraplane is a fuck ugly sidecar, right? Like it's like many things Craig Vetter did. It works great, and it's not the best looking.
Yeah, I'm not seeing something that changes my mind about that.
Not changing mine, but mounted to the concourse, it looks almost natural.
It does.
That's
look like
the crazy
it fits.
part. Like
yeah.
It's the first thing I've ever seen where the Terraplane goes on and it looks like it belongs.
Yeah, it does look like it belongs with that bike.
It does. So
it sure does.
So you can do that.
Sure.
So what do you think? Is this more your jam?
No.
Okay. I've got it this time. I know what you need in your life, Chuck.
Oh my God.
Yes, Chuck.
I need a Suzuki Bandit.
Mm-hmm.
A 2005 Suzuki Bandit for $12,500 in Rhode Island.
Yep. This is right north of my family, so we could fly out, stay at my uncle's and Norma's house. And
this feels like a trap.
No, it's not a trap at all. Go on.
It's a Suzuki Bandit 2005 with 23,000 miles with Hannigan HPS sidecar built by the Hannigans. Oddly enough.
Wait for it. Here it comes.
The rig has center hub steering designed by Bill Ballou and Bill McSheehy of Massachusetts. 2 guys who mean nothing to me. It has alloy car wheels on all 3 corners with excellent rubber disc brakes on all 3 wheels. HD sway bar, PIAA lighting. Why is he not using punctuation? In the sidecar, in the high headlight. Really, what's wrong with you and punctuation? Why do you hate
at
periods?
This rig? This is car tires on all 3.
This man hates periods.
Center hub steering. He doesn't have time for punctuation, Chuck.
He clearly doesn't.
This guy's fucking flying down the road.
Rear shock is remotely adjustable for preload and is fairly new. Sidecar has fairly new progressive shock, 4th new chain, sprockets, rotopack, fuel jug, blah, blah, blah. Adjustable footrests, cover, wired for cell phone,
blah, 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 blah. Here's the important thing you need to know.
What was the thing that said not for sale? Was there something not for sale?
Bike not on site. Call for showing. Okay. Yeah, for some reason he doesn't want to leave this at a dealership.
Rubber disc brakes. Rubber, like those sheets you put on your bed, Alan.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, fucking car tires on all 3 corners. Center hub steering. I'm all right. This, Chuck. This would be the sidecar that is a sensible accompaniment to your Hayabusa.
I have to go.
If you have a Hayabusa in the garage, this is the sidecar you need sitting next to it.
Why?
Because it is a monument to excess. This thing will rail around corners. This thing will stick to the road like it has suction cups on the bottom. This is the fucking hottest of the hot.
Okay.
And let me tell you,
that sound like you want this bike.
I do. I super do. But I don't have $12,000.
Yeah, 12.5. That's pretty rich.
Well, so realistically, and I talked at length with some other sidecar people about this. I'm like, that seems like he's really proud of it because that's like generously $2,500 of bike and $10,000 of sidecar and mounting gear. And they're like, find me a center hub steering setup and a mounted Hannigan for $10,000. Ready? Go.
How did that work out?
Didn't.
Okay.
Can't be done. So honestly, cost-wise, if you wanted a fucking ripping sidecar, this is probably a good one. And guy, I got to tell you, that Bandit motor, that's a really good pusher. That's a spectacular pusher.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling it.
No?
No.
You're not?
I'm not.
Oh, so cool.
It is pretty cool. And I do like Hannigan sidecars.
I'm still really miffed about that Hannigan I missed out here. I should told the guy, I'm like, I have $2,000 in my pocket. Bring it to my house right now. I'll give you $2,000 and a cookie.
And a cookie.
Get it down here. Go. Do you need to see it? No. Bring it.
Sarah wants a Grom sidecar, which makes sense.
Seems entirely logical.
Yeah, Grom is about her scale. Yeah. This is why I don't work for her.
See, here's the thing about sidecars, though. Sidecars are everyone's scale because you don't have to touch the ground.
Yeah.
By the way, you still totally need to get Paris to buy your Euro. Then you can go buy the Bandit.
Yeah, I'm okay. I would sell Paris my Euro.
Yeah. And you could buy the Bandit, or you could buy the RT, depending on what you want. If you want to look like you're ready to break every speed limit, you can buy the Bandit. If you want to look like you're just out for a drive, you take the RT.
I'm worried about getting a almost 15-year-old Bandit because I know 2 guys with Bandits, and they're always working on them.
The only thing I'm working on is that fucking front end, which I've just rebuilt again. It turns out that telescopic forks do not like you going fast and putting side force on them a lot. They have opinions about that. Oops. Yeah, the Bandit runs like fucking gangbusters. The engine of the Bandit is great. The engine's wonderful. That front end is not really that wonderful. In fairness, it lives a difficult life.
Yeah, I bet.
It's a very difficult life.
Sure. Speaking of big money, the Motorcycle Industry Council, MIC, paid me $1.
Dun, dun, dun. Chuck, you've been paid off by the man.
I have been. I have been bought
off. Chuck is no longer to be trusted. Chuck is working for the man.
I have been paid off.
The man.
With a $1 that I'm pretty sure it came from a stripper. It has seen some shit.
How? Okay, I have so many questions, but where to start? Okay, why? Let's begin with that.
Why does it look like it came from a stripper?
That too, but why $1?
They sent me a survey to fill out.
And you filled out the survey, and they're like, do you like motorcycles? And you're like, yes. And they're like, you want to buy a brand new one from a dealer? And you're like,
Well, no, it's a little bit more specific.
Okay.
It's like, hey, you're like one of those guys that bought a new motorcycle last year. Why?
Why'd you do that? The old ones run great.
Here's $1. Tell us about it.
Okay. And you were like, yes, I did buy one from a
Well,
place.
at first I got the letter in the mail. It's all like motorcycle and blah, blah, blah. I threw it into recycling without opening it. Then one of my friends on Facebook is like, oh, there's $1 in this thing I got from the motorcycle. I was like, $1?
Honey, why is that man digging through the garbage can?
'Cause dollars. I got $1. Oh, look, there's a question.
Yeah. Alan asked,
Sarah needs knee pads.
She asked if you needed knee pads to get your $1.
Sarah needs knee pads.
So Alan asked, Todd, when are you getting another V-Strom? You know it's only a matter of time. Just give in. Shut up, Alan. I am staying strong. Because, of course, now that I've put the money down for the fuel.
You have no money.
No, I didn't put much money down. I have theoretically no money, just like I have a theoretical bike.
You put $1 down.
I have theoretically no money and theoretically a bike. But now, of course, this is the moment when all the bikes that I'm really interested in just start bubbling up. Like this Norge goes by. There's a Norge in wine country for like a good price. And I'm like, I could go to Sonoma and I could ride the Norge around and come home with a bag's full of wine. Darn, that would suck. No, stay the course. Stay for the fuel.
You still got like, what, a year at least?
Oh God, like a year. Yeah. Like about a year. I'm like, stay hang in there, man. Just hang in. Stay strong, Todd. Stay strong. Yeah, and then of course, every once in a while, there's just like all the bikes that I'm really interested in. They'll be like, I'll be driving by and there'll be like some cool thing on the side of the road. I'm like, oh, look at that! No.
Yeah, I mean, we were looking at the KSL classifieds before the show.
Yeah, trying to find something really ridiculous and shitty.
There's a lot of good bikes.
There's a remarkable number of good bikes at not stupid prices.
Yeah.
Granted, fall is my favorite time to buy for that reason, because lots of people are like, so I got this bike and
I can't keep
it's it's gonna snow soon.
Baby coming.
And
I'm graduating.
Mom says I can't put it in the garage. And
my girlfriend says I can't ride it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my inner carp is just looking at all of these, going, that's gonna float down any second now. Here it comes.
You can't do it.
Here it comes.
And you're just stuck.
And I'm just stuck. I'm like, nope, stay the course. Hang in there. Stay the course. It helps that if I did buy like a touring bike right now, it would be useless to me because I can't schlep the kid to school on it. And that's most of my riding these days, is schlepping kids to school and going to work.
Okay.
And like I'd occasionally ride it on the weekend, but honestly, the Bandit is so goddamn fun in the canyons.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be tempted to ride that half the time.
Okay.
So I'd be like, 1 out of every 2 fun rides, I'm riding the. Yeah, it's not worth it, which helps.
So you should get a Nord.
Stop it, Chuck. No.
Maybe a scrambler.
That's enough, Satan.
Maybe a scrambler of some kind.
Okay, I'm going to say this now. If the Buell falls through, you'll know because I will have the Strom so fucking fast. You'll hear this weird like sound of like wind followed by this noise of a Strom engine.
Will you get a new Strom or will you go for a used one?
Probably a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the old one new, and it was nice because I could just I rode it literally into the ground until it literally exploded on the way to work.
Oh, look, it's the Raccoon Man.
Oh, good.
Mr. Raccoon.
Yeah. Although I will say that Sarah's Ducati Scrambler was pretty fucking badass. That was fun. That was mad fun. Well, I didn't realize it, but I really do like wide handlebars. Like I just like the way the bikes handle better with them. And the Scrambler's handlebars are like 6 feet wide. Like I think Sarah has to have somebody hold the other handlebar. They're so wide. But
while she climbs up onto it, and Nick puts the quarter in. Ted says you should get a Harley.
Yeah, I don't know. If I found one of those old like Sportster XRs,
mm-hmm.
that would be sort of cool with the high pipes and stuff.
I still dig the V-Rods.
It would be a Harley that sort of goes fast.
I like the V-Rods.
Ish. I mean, unfortunately, once you've experienced the amount of speed you can get for no money in the likes of Bandit Town, you're like, speed's not really a worry anymore. How much power does it have? Plenty.
Yes.
Yes. It has yes power.
Oh my god.
So yeah, you should buy the Bandit sidecar. I think that's
out of those three,
mm-hmm.
I like the RT the best.
Really?
Yeah.
The RT. So the RT is the one of the three that looks like that's the one. The RT looks like one you could pop on and you could just fucking ride that. I mean, it's in Springfield. I don't even fucking know
Illinois?
where. Connecticut. No.
Connecticut? It isn't.
No. What's CL mean here?
Craigslist. CL means Craigslist.
Oh, okay. It's in Missouri. Hello, listeners from Missouri. How are you today? Yankee speaking to Missouri.
What does CL mean?
I don't know.
Craigslist.
Look, do you see this beer? This is a strong beer, and it's big, and it's like 3/4 gone. Okay?
I just came to your country.
Reading is difficult. But stupidity aside, honestly, yeah, that's the one. That's one where it looks like you could just, doesn't matter where it is. You fly to it, and you hop on, and you're just like, I'll fucking ride it home. And maybe I'll go somewhere else on the way.
Yeah.
Because fuck it.
But then, the Bandit one, you could do that too.
The Bandit one, you could do that too. It's got the fairing, and you put like a slightly taller windshield on it.
And center hub steering.
Center hub steering.
Makes you do that, which is a little uncomfortable. I'm a little weirded out by that.
I promise to only use it for good and never for evil. Much.
Hey, Todd.
Yeah?
What's the CL in Craigslist mean?
I don't know. I have no fucking idea.
Suddenly I feel better about my chances.
So, in keeping with the general of cool bikes locally, but this one's particularly funny, here's a Honda Valkyrie Touring that's available here in Cottonwood Heights. So literally like somewhere like in spitting
minutes
distance
from
here. Yes. Tons of extras odiously. What? 46,000 miles. If you don't know what this is, probably should do a little research because fuck you. Very smooth ride.
Obviously.
Only selling because I'm 6'5" and the brand new seat doesn't get me enough room away from the gas tank. Text preferred, cash only, maybe a quality Smith & Wesson revolver on top of cash.
That is the shittiest reason to sell a bike.
No money, no test drive. Here's my favorite part. It's a Honda Valkyrie Touring, which is a cool fucking bike in fairness, but he wants $9,000 for it.
Yeah.
This bike is at least as old as the Bandit.
Yeah. And a gun. He wants $9,000
and a gun. Yes.
And a gun.
Yes. By all means, show up with a gun. Yeah. What? But
hey. No. Alan, no. Don't.
Bad, Alan.
No quizzing other podcast hosts on our podcast. Bad, Alan.
Spray. That's the spray bottle everyone can hear.
No more latex for you.
Okay. How about this one? This one wants to have a sidecar attached to it.
Ooh, 2007 BMW 1200 RTP. I'm watching you, Alan. Make offer for $4,000.
I know, right? Like this is the carp. The carp is like
up for sale is this ex-police 2000 BMW RTP 1200, 58,000 miles, decent condition, heated seat, heated grips, runs great, powerful, smooth ride, lots of fun. Make offer.
Put a white sidecar on it and start pulling motherfuckers over.
Stop.
So you ride like shit. Let me give you one of these pamphlets.
Hey, you want $80 and I'll give you your card for the license. $80 in 5 minutes.
You want it in 3? That's 100.
Hey, what are we paying them for? I forgot now.
Premium service.
I'm driving downtown Sunday night, back from the fair, with my daughter in my car. I stop at like 4th South and 3rd, Liberty Park, whatever that park.
Sure, whatever.
Girl comes out into the street and shows me her vagina.
Wow. So that happened.
That happened. She shaved.
Huh.
And my daughter's right there.
She's like, Dad, what the hell just happened?
Right.
You're like, I don't know, daughter.
She was clearly not in a sane frame of mind.
One gets that.
And she was already wearing what might have been an 80s elastic belt as a skirt. But she still felt the need to show me her vagina on top of that.
Have you considered that this may have been a business proposal?
But my kid was in the car. What is she supposed to do?
I don't know where to start. That is deeply puzzling.
And she was attractive. She wasn't fat or ugly or nothing.
Huh. That's weird.
Since she showed me her vagina, clearly she's not a cop.
I still don't think that's a thing.
Well, there's one way to find out. We're going on a research trip.
You're gonna need to bring your R1200 RTP.
And the cop that arrests me for that, she'll deserve it.
Well,
she earned that collar.
All right, last classified of the day. A 2002 Buell X1W Lightning.
That's pretty.
With a very pretty picture.
It is pretty.
2002 Buell X1 Lightning drag bike. 15,000 miles, 1 mile at a time. Set up for
I live my life 9 seconds at a time.
Set up for quarter-mile drag racing. Excuse me, quarter mile at a time. Plated in Wyoming. Used it to run to town here and there. D&D exhaust. Bluetooth tuner fixed. Strut rod comes with stock swing arm plastics. Blah, blah, blah. Boring
Why
shit.
is it a drag bike if he's just running errands on it?
He's running errands, Chuck. A quarter mile at a time.
Is everything in a straight line for him?
1/4 straight line at a time. The road turns here. I need to go up a quarter mile and turn around.
The road turns here. Damn it.
Curses.
Call a trailer. Alfred, send a trailer. Check pictures for extras.
Check pictures for extras because I don't want to bother describing this thing that I want high money for. Yep. So it's got the drag.
Yep.
It's a Lightning with
extended swing arm.
The drag swing arm in amazingly nice condition.
Definitely a Buell. He's taking a picture of all the Buell tags.
I can hear Bugs like warming up his credit card right now. Like there's this.
He posted a picture of him riding a GS. Or I think it was a GS.
Yeah, it was a GS. Yeah.
So
class trader.
PayPal accepted on the website.
Really? Yes, PayPal.
Is this coming from a dealer?
Looks like a
Harris Walker Evans.
Yeah, I don't know. Dealer in Wyoming, in Jackson, I guess. Oh, I know what's going on. So the reason they want top dollar for it is they're in Jackson, Wyoming, where a bunch of rich dorks have expensive houses.
What are you doing?
Fixing the chair.
You know they can see that, right?
They can't see below the desk. I mean, the chair.
Send help.
Yeah, so it's in Jackson, right? And Jackson is full of, rich dorks with a lot of money. Lots of money to spend. Right. And they're like, this would look totally cool at your summer house in Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
You can ride it to town.
Oh, God.
Quarter mile at a time.
Then your wife can come pick you up.
A quarter mile at a time.
Chuck, do you have a ponytail? No.
Incorrect. Not anymore.
I don't have. I am short-haired everywhere. Ish. There. I get a haircut once a month, whether I need it or not. There.
It's also coincidentally exactly the same number of times he showers.
Wow, that's
quite the that's quite the old man comb over. It looks like an old man with a comb over that's just fallen over his head.
Oh, bangs.
Yeah, bangs. Oh, yeah. There you go. That's solid. Yeah, bangs.
That's good.
Yeah. Chuck is now styling his hair for the enjoyment of the folks on the thing.
Yep. And there goes our viewers.
Yep. And we're gone. Done and done. So yeah, the classifieds are looking classified-y.
Quadro.
Mm-hmm.
You wrote
Quadro.
In big letters.
Yes, I wrote Quadro in big letters because Chuck, have you ever thought like if a motorcycle is cool and a sidecar is cooler, wouldn't it be cool if you had a vehicle with, and stick with me here, okay? This is a little weird. 4 wheels.
That's a car.
No, it's not a car. It's a quadro.
So it's a quad.
No, it's a quadro. Whoa. They're trying really hard to make it look cool.
I see.
Yeah.
So this is a scooter-looking thing with 4
it's just
wheels.
Yeah. So you basically take the MP3
with another wheel
and throw an extra wheel on the back of the MP3 because fuck it, why not? Here we were here anyway, and we had. So the thing was, they were buying tires for the MP3, and they're like, think about tires. You ever gone in and tried to buy one tire, by the way, at a tire shop?
No.
It's pretty funny. Yeah. They're like, you sure you don't need 2? You can't. And you're like, no, I need one Mini Cooper Sport tire. And they're like, okay. So like you gotta have they have to match. I'm like, 1.
Well, that's like going to AutoZone asking for, I need 2 feet of rubber hose.
And they're like, what's the make of the car?
Year, make, model.
Yeah.
Year, make, model. I just need a hose. Year, make, model.
It does feel like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I need this part number.
Year, make, model. That's what the computer's telling me to ask you. Do you have our frequent buyer card?
I shouldn't make fun. The guys at the O'Reilly near me are used to my ass, and so they're like, "That's that guy." All right, what do you actually need?
O'Reilly is better than AutoZone, in my opinion.
All right.
Just on general principle, what I've seen.
Yeah, my local one near here is used to me pulling up and asking for insane shit.
Pep Boys is the best.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I do like Pep Boys, although there isn't one near me anymore. Just frustrating.
Did the one on 7th or 13th close?
Maybe not. And I'm just looking in the wrong place. Okay. All right. There used to be a really good big one next to me.
Alan still thinks you should get a V-Strom. But
Alan's
I think you should get a Quadro.
No. That's 1 wheel too many.
A Quadro.
Nope.
Yeah, you should do that and make it electric.
Nope. No.
I don't get the Quadro.
I don't get it either, because like it either leans like a motorcycle but has 4 wheels for some inexplicable reason and lots of extra moving parts that comes with that, or it doesn't lean like a motorcycle and it's a quad.
It's a smart car.
It's a smart car with no cabin, which seems lame.
Oh, I went to a monster truck rally last night.
Oh yeah,
lame.
Lame. I guess I always assumed monster truck rallies would actually be like a lot of fun. You get a couple beers in and you're like, look, the trucks are running things over.
It would have been
Uh-huh.
If they were actually running the monster trucks more than once every 20 minutes.
What?
Yeah, that's what I said.
What?
Yeah. They like do a heat with the monster trucks.
Uh-huh.
And then like motorcycle or dirt bikes, they do dirt bike races, and then people who put together their own fucking Bronco, whatever thing, they do those races.
Yeah.
Races for everything. And then like 15 minutes of kids doing Fortnite dances. And then like another monster truck heat.
Whoa. That seems like a total bait and switch to me.
I watched it. Well, we were there for 2 hours and we didn't see a single car get crushed.
What the actual screaming fuck? I would want my money back. Motherfuckers, you didn't crush a single car.
But I did see a demonstration of the most American thing I ever saw.
Oh.
The national anthem was rendered by 2 electric guitars.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Okay. That was done a while ago.
I'd never seen that in person.
Really?
Yeah. I've never been somewhere where that happened.
And no matter how hard they try doing that, they can't quite be Jimmy doing it.
Well, no, but
they want very badly to be. In their heads, they totally are, but they're not.
He didn't try to do it like Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
No, it was.
He was pretty straightforward rendition.
It was very straightforward.
A lot of the things. Where was I seeing?
And it was good.
Okay.
It was so American.
There was a thing where they were asking for Star Spangled Banner. Like, we need someone to do the national anthem. No, doing it funny. Like, we want somebody to just sing it straight, like straight ahead.
No Roseanne.
Yeah. And I can get that on a certain level because some of the people like go way over the fucking top.
Yeah, they can't sing.
No. they really, really can't. But
there should be some modicum of respect for it because it is national.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
You don't have to make a joke out of it.
No, you don't. But at the same time, like you hear Jimmy playing it from the the Woodstock recording everybody's heard.
Yeah.
And he's not just playing it; he's fucking into it.
Oh yeah.
This was a guy who was in the army for years.
Yeah.
And so he's heard it like many, many times, standing in line, sweating his balls off. But he is playing his ass off.
That's in my head now.
Yes, there you go.
Jimi
Hendrix, sweaty balls.
Sweaty balls.
Enjoy that, sir.
That's there now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, his amazing.
Well, and the difference is he's not just playing it; he's like into it. He's doing something different with it, but he's totally into it.
Yeah.
So there it is.
I watched 2 chubby white guys with beards do it.
Yeah, well, they could play.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah. Nice thing about instruments is it doesn't really matter how you look.
The guy who sold me popcorn had a MAGA hat.
Oh my! He sold you popcorn.
He sold me popcorn.
Did you check the popcorn first?
No, I tipped him.
Okay,
$1. Keep America great.
Fucking socialist. Tipping him $1. He was offended by that, Chuck.
I'm sure he was.
He went home and told all his friends he was offended.
He told his friends that he sold the brown person popcorn and he gave him $1.
And a bunch of listeners just bailed. Yay! But monster truck rally without crushing of cars.
Yeah, there was not a single crushed car.
I don't even understand.
But they had Bigfoot.
Well,
and
Chuck,
Bigfoot's a lot smaller in person.
Chuck, I don't know how to tell you this, and I'm sorry to disappoint you. Not all Bigfoots are actually Bigfoot. There's more than one Bigfoot.
There is more than one Bigfoot. I knew that.
Okay. It's like Santa.
It was labeled Team Bigfoot.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And it's not blue.
What?
It was white and blue.
I'm confused.
But I was too.
Bigfoot is blue.
Bigfoot
and is a pickup truck.
Yes.
Gravedigger is purple and green and black and is a Suburban.
There was a pickup truck, and Bigfoot was missing half his body. They said they left it in Elko.
Was this like the lesser monster truck thing? Did you go to wait? Did you get?
I was at the fair.
Was this the Groupon monster truck deal?
I was at the fair. I was at the fair.
Oh,
so the
okay.
county state fair.
Right. Yeah, it's starting to come together now.
There were 3 to 4 monster trucks, depending on which one blew up.
Which one was exploded at any given moment?
Bigfoot blew up his oil filter at one point.
I'm currently experiencing explosion. Hold, please. There
was another truck called Sniper that had like a ghillie suit on.
Okay.
Which it took me a while to get that it was a ghillie suit. I just keep thinking, why does it have tassels?
You just kept thinking, where's the truck? I can hear it, but I can't see the truck.
No, I thought they were tassels.
Okay.
Or fringe.
Well,
because the ghillie suit wasn't everywhere. It was just along the top, the rim of the bed.
I'm going to be the guy who says this. That's not a ghillie suit. That is fringe.
Yeah, I thought it was tassels.
Yeah.
But they called it Sniper, so I'm like, that has to be talking. Snipers don't wear fringe, do they?
Well, it depends. Are they on the job?
Sniper was.
It's 2019. I don't judge when they're not on the job.
Sniper was on the job.
Sniper wants to wear fringe and flounce while not on the job, but can they still shoot? All right, fuck it, wear
there
fringe.
Was Captain USA. That was a truck.
Legally distinct from Captain America.
Very legally distinct.
Legally distinct.
It was amazing. But yeah, it was boring.
Disappointing.
Yeah, there was no flamethrowers. There were nothing getting crushed.
Maybe it's because it was the state fair, and so there was a bunch of like motocross. Like
there was a monster truck giving kiddie rides.
So how was it?
It was $10 a pop. I ain't got money like that. It was a monster.
You're like every dad at the fair. How does every dad at the fair turn into and like dads are cheap by nature? I say this from a position of some knowledge. How does every dad when at the fair become even cheaper?
I don't know. The carnies.
It's probably related to how I am in souvenir shops.
Carnies. It was a monster truck called Hitman,
and
it had seats in the back.
Sure.
For kids.
Sure.
And the motorcycle lost his race against the small wheel quads.
Oh. Color me disappointed.
That gets it back to motorcycles.
So there, guys. People making fun of us. We're talking about monster trucks.
Yeah. Monster trucks are American. Bye, Ted. Well, he said bye.
Oh, okay. Okay. We're just being polite.
Tori's going to trade his Buell for a Buell. A Buell or a Fuel?
That seems entirely sensible to me. Because you keep the idea with the Buells as it is now, you keep trading up for the one that runs a little better than yours, right?
Yes.
Seems sensible. Till you can get a Fuel.
I should buy a Fuel.
You should. They seem cool. Actually, you know what? No, wait. Stop. Stop.
Just so.
I want you to wait until they make like 15 or so.
I don't know.
Once they make 15 of them,
call tomorrow.
When they make 15, you can have one. You can order one.
I wonder if I can buy.
But not until then.
I wonder if I can get in touch with the guy who's got number 14 and buy his spot.
God. No, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to pre-order one until there are 15 made. Listeners, at that point, knock yourself out.
Listeners, if you know who has number 14 Fuel, let me know. I have an offer to make.
Oh, God. No, come on. I'm staying strong here, Chuck. Stay strong. Stay strong. Stay the course.
Stay on target.
Stay on target.
Stay on
target.
Loosen up. It came from behind. Chuck came from behind with number 14.
No! No. Damn it all. Damn it.
So Ted already left, but we had mail. We had mail from him.
No, it's from Wes, actually.
Well, too.
Yeah, that's right. Ted also sent us mail.
Pictures of.
Ted sent us threatening mail.
Yes.
Ted says, "They're in training, my minions. They're in training and have your addresses."
And there's a picture of him cuddling a raccoon.
There's a picture of Ted with a raccoon. Only the raccoon doesn't look like it wants to be cuddled.
No.
The raccoon's mouth is wide open in biting position, and the claws are extended. That raccoon looks pissed.
He does look mad. I don't know what Ted's doing to that raccoon, but I don't think that
raccoon is pissed right off.
He's not a fan.
So, yeah, we're getting threatening notes from other podcasts, Chuck.
Yeah.
Does that mean we've arrived in some way?
He came onto our live stream and was taking questions from other people.
Yeah, I know. I feel personally attacked. Not gonna lie. I feel attacked.
Well, you are a white man in America.
Yeah. I'm totally attacked by raccoons all the time. Raccoons are coming to get me. Probably from Ted. Possibly from that bike I bought on the Shadow Economy.
Mostly from Ted.
Mostly Ted. Although, happy news we did get. Wes sent us an invite.
To a party?
Sort of. It's to a motorcycles podcast summit in Montana at an undisclosed location.
Sounds like a trap.
No, he assured us he will 100% not steal our kidneys if we come to it.
Again?
100%.
I still have the scar from Vegas.
Details.
That's neat. So this is our rambling live.
Rambling thingy. Live all over the place podcast.
Yeah.
What have you learned this week, Chuck?
This show's going to have, I'm going to have problem coming up with things for this show as long as I'm in this.
Uh-oh.
Wave my wing. My bikes have webs on them, cobwebs.
Okay. I'm just saying, we plunk you in the sidecar, we can go for a ride.
I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have livers, Tori. Don't be silly.
We're killing them as hard as we can. I've I've learned that what we really need for you is a sidecar that's easier to ride with your messed up arm.
Yes.
And then,
I don't think your sidecar fits that description.
No. Firm no.
I've sat in your sidecar. It's not built for me.
It's built fine for you.
No.
It's just, and my daughter loves it.
Your daughter is the size of my thigh.
That's fair. She's a little thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we got time for this week. Until next time, I'm Todd.
Go fuck yourself.
Did you forget how the ending goes?
No.
Ride safe, everyone.
Bye.
You can contact us at wheelnerds@gmail.com or leave us a message at area code 801-917-4136.
Record an intro for our show of you and your bike, and maybe it'll be on a future show.
Stickers and other merchandise is available at our website, www.wheelnerds.com.
If you use iTunes or Stitcher, please leave a review for us. Hell, write our URL on bathroom walls if it helps.
If you like this podcast, you can find more like it at Wheelnerds.com. This has been a Wheelnerds production, all rights reserved. Readings from other sources are the property of their respective owners and are used with satirical intent.